Welcome again to Mr. Benjamin's Math World. Today we are multiplying monomials, but this time we are involving fractions in the operations. We are multiplying the monomial negative 5m to the 3/4 b times negative 27m to the negative 32m. In order to multiply monomials, we multiply the coefficients and we add or subtract the exponents when they have the same variable. Let's do the process step by step. Number one, I'm multiplying the coefficients. This is a multiplication. I'm multiplying negative 5 times negative 2/7. Let's show the multiplication. This is negative 5 times negative 2/7. The most important here is to understand that this negative 5 has a denominator. This is the numerator and this is the denominator. But this negative 5 does have a denominator. Yes. The number 1. When you multiply fractions, you multiply the numerators and you multiply the denominators. Let's multiply. Negative 5 times negative 2 equals to positive 10. Again, 5 times 2 is 10. Negative times negative is positive. And now I multiply the denominators. 1 times 7 equals 7. I know it might sound silly maybe if I say that once you used the negative sign for the numerators, the denominators are not negatives anymore. You decide where you want to use the negative sign. It will be the same result. So what I'm saying is, you may say negative 5 times negative 2 equals positive 10, and then you say positive 1 times positive 7 equals to 7. So this is 10/7. Negative 5 times negative 2/7 equals to 10/7. And now let's solve the exponents for the variables. Again, this is an m and this is an m. Alright, let's solve the exponents. But if you remember, when multiplying monomials, what do you do with the exponents? You add them or subtract them depending on what the signs tell you to do. But in order to add or subtract in algebra, the terms must be like terms. If they are not like terms, they may not be added or subtracted. Like terms, yes, when they have the same variable and the same exponent. Here it says 3/4 b, and here it says negative 32m. b, m, they are not like terms. They cannot be added. So what do you do? Alright, just put the m and you just show the operation. Since you cannot add the fractions, you cannot because they have different letters, you just show the operation. The result will be 3/4 b and bring down the minus 32m. The multiplication of negative 5m 3/4 b times negative 27m to the negative 32m equals to 10/7 m to the 3/4 b minus 32m. That's the result. Our second exercise, again, multiplying monomials, the same process. Let's multiply the coefficients. Now we know what to do. We know that this negative 8 has a 1 down here. So I'm multiplying. I'm multiplying 3 times negative 8 is equals to negative 24. 5 times 1 equals 5. What variables do I have? What variables do I have? I have A and I have M. I have an A and I have an M. I don't have any other more variables here as bases. So what do? You take the exponent for the A, these two, and you add them or subtract them. Why do I say add or subtract? Look here. It says this is 2b minus 4, and then bring down minus b minus 3. Let's solve this. We know how to do this already. 2b minus 1b equals to 1b, or just b. Negative 4 minus 3 equals to negative 7. Same signs, add the numbers and copy the same sign. B minus 7. So the exponent for the A will be B minus 7. And now I have 2/5 BM and BM. BM, they are like terms. They may be added or subtracted. I'll bring down the BM plus 2/5 BM plus 1 BM. If you're adding tables plus another table, the result will be tables. If you add chairs plus chairs, the result will be chairs. If you add BMs and BMs, the result will be BMs. So what I'm trying to say is that you may forget about the letters now and you just focus on the numbers. What are we doing? We are adding 2/5 plus 1. Let's do that. It sounds easy, but you need to understand how to do it. 2/5 plus 1. The 1 has a denominator. So what are we doing here? We are adding fractions with different denominators. And you know that when you add fractions and those fractions have different denominators, you need to find the least common multiple of the denominators. The least common multiple between 5 and 1 is 5. Process. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Plus 5 divided by 1 is 5. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 plus 5, 7/5. So the result of 2/5 BM plus 1 BM equals to 7/5 BM. And this will be the exponent for M to the 7/5 BM. The result for the multiplication of these two monomials is negative 24/5 A to the B minus 7 M to the 7/5 BM. And that's the result for this multiplication of monomials. If that was a useful class, feel free to activate the bell, subscribe, and if you have a specific topic of your interest, put it down in your comments. See you next time.